We're surrounded by smart technology. It's in your pocket, it's in your home, it's just a part of life now. But what if all this cleverness could do something way bigger than just, making our lives a little easier? What if it could actually help us tackle climate change? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into.
So what's the secret sauce here? What actually makes a smart system smart? It's not magic, obviously, but it's this really brilliant combination of technologies that, and you'll see this, works a lot like we humans do.
Okay, let's break it down with a simple analogy. Just think about yourself for a second. You have senses, your eyes, your ears, to take in the world around you. You have a brain to process all that information and make a decision. And you have hands to actually do something about it, right? Well, a smart system is basically the same deal. Its senses, that's the Internet of Things, or IoT. Its brain, that's artificial intelligence, or AI. And its hands, yep, that would be robotics.
All right, so let's dive a little deeper into that. To really get how these systems can help our planet, we've got to understand each of these three pieces.
First up, the Internet of Things, the IoT. Think of these as the system's senses. We're talking about a massive, invisible network of tiny digital sensors out there in the real world, measuring everything. I mean, everything, from soil moisture to air pollution, just constantly collecting raw data.
Okay, so you've got all this data pouring in. What's next? It all gets funneled to the brain of the system, the artificial intelligence. The AI is the part that sifts through all that information, recognizes the important patterns, and then actually makes a decision. It's what turns a mountain of raw numbers into a smart, actionable plan.
But hey, a great plan is useless if you can't do anything with it, right? And that's where robotics comes in. The hands of the system. This is the part that gets stuff done. Whether it's an automated arm watering a plant or a drone planting trees, robotics takes the commands from the AI and makes a physical change out there in the real world.
Senses, brain, and hands. IoT, AI, robotics. It's a simple framework, but it's incredibly powerful. We already see it in things like smart homes that adjust the temperature for us. But that brings us to a much bigger question.
This stuff is great for making our lives easier, for sure. But can we scale it up? Can we use this same toolkit to help solve some of the planet's most urgent, most massive problems? Well, the answer is a definite yes.
So let's get into the specifics. We're going to look at three huge environmental challenges: water scarcity, air pollution, and flooding, and see exactly how this smart system toolkit is being used to fight back.
First up, water, or, the lack of it. Drought and water scarcity are affecting millions of people all over the globe. And a big piece of the problem is traditional farming, which, let's be honest, can be incredibly wasteful with water. And this is where smart farming comes in, and it's brilliant. First, the IoT sensors, the senses, are put right there in the soil, constantly monitoring moisture levels. That data gets fed to the AI brain, which analyzes it and figures out the exact amount of water that's needed. Then, finally, the robotic hands and automated irrigation system deliver precisely that amount of water right when it's needed. No more, no less.
And the result? The impact is staggering. By switching from guesswork to data-driven precision, we can save huge quantities of our most precious resource. This helps secure our food supply in areas that are facing extreme drought, and it makes our agriculture way more resilient on a changing planet. This isn't just a small fix, it's a genuine game changer.
Okay, next up, let's tackle another kind of invisible threat: air pollution. In so many of our cities, emissions from traffic and industry are making the air unhealthy. The big challenge is knowing where the problem is worst and how to react to it in real time.
So here's the smart city solution in action. You've got IoT sensors all over the city, acting like a network of digital noses, constantly measuring air quality. The AI brain analyzes all that data, identifies pollution hotspots, and can then trigger alerts or even suggest rerouting traffic. And the robotic hands? Well, that could be drones deployed to plant trees in specific areas, or even mobile robots that help purify the air.
And for our last one, let's look at a danger that's becoming more and more frequent thanks to climate change: extreme weather, like flash floods, that can just overwhelm our towns and cities in minutes.
This is where a smart warning system can literally save lives. The IoT senses are out there measuring rainfall and water levels in the drainage systems. If the AI brain detects patterns that predict a flood is coming, it can instantly send out early warnings straight to people's phones. And at the same time, the robotic hands, like automated barriers, can close off dangerous roads or divert floodwater safely away.
So from saving water to cleaning our air to protecting us from floods, you can see the pattern, right? This combination of sensing, thinking, and acting is a really powerful force for environmental good.
At the end of the day, these technologies are so much more than just advanced inventions. They are essential tools. By harnessing the power of IoT, AI, and robotics, we can create a future where we don't just monitor environmental risks, but we actively manage and mitigate them. That's how we help preserve the planet for generations to come.
But really, this is just the beginning. The tools are here, the challenges are crystal clear. The only real limit is our imagination. And that leaves us with one final question to think about. What's your idea?